Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Okay, we had a very interesting week in the past couple weeks. Yesterday, the markets have hit all-time highs. The Dow Jones Industrial Average hit 40,000. The SPY's up to 5,300, or the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq's up to 16,685. That's pretty epic. So we're going to talk about the drivers, and we're going to talk about what drove the market up and what's possibly going to happen in the future. And so let's get into it. Here we have the SPY, the SPY, representing the S&P 500. So all-time highs right here at 531. The old high was 524. So let's go ahead and put a quick little support line up here. All-time highs. So what we're going to do is let's zoom in on this real fast. We're going to make this green. We're actually make that red because that's going to be now resistance. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on the right. And we're going to make this one green. This could be support now. So we want to see the old high become support. Okay. So there we have it. Here's the S&P 500. We had a pullback here in the last couple weeks. And, oh, here's the old high. Well, we'll just get rid of that one now. So we had a pullback and shot right up. So that's pretty impressive. The S&P is ripping. Let's talk about the drivers. Before we get into that, we have a goal of 100 subscribers. Please subscribe and support our channel. If you don't hit that like up button, helps get the channel out there. And we also want to thank you to the current subscribers and supporters. So thank you for your recent subscriptions, and I appreciate that. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into the drivers here. The drivers are the 10-year yield and the relative strength of the dollar. The 10-year yield just 2 weeks ago was at 4.70. Okay, that would have been what was down here. It was going up. Okay, it was fear. The debt was people were taking money out of the debt. Now the 10-year yield went down to, I think we reached a low of 4.33. That was right around here. Right now we stand at 4.42. So it went up 10 basis points in one day from yesterday to today. But we're talking about a 30-point basis drop since the lows. The 10-year yield went down to 4.33 from 4.7, and the relative strength of the dollar has dropped. Okay, the Dixie's now down to 104.50, and when we look at where it was, and we're at 105.50 not too long ago. So again, they're the drivers here. The 10-year yield stays low, the relative strength of the dollar stays low, the markets are going up. Okay, so let's take a look at the QQQ, which is even more sensitive to these rates. Okay, so here we hit the old high. The old high was down here. We made a new high here, pull back, and now here we are at 454. It's an all-time high yesterday. So let's go ahead and put that in there. 454.69, new high. Alrighty, so that now is going to become resistance. Okay, and we're going to move this right around here. There we go. So there we go with the QQQ. The markets are strong. It's a daily chart. Let's take a look here. Here's the whole year right here in front of us. Okay, so it's been a very bullish year. Very, very good. And, I think, big money is anticipating more easy money to come. Interest rate cuts. We're going to have to see what happens with that. So that's quite interesting. Let's look at some of the other drivers here. The top 7 popular stocks. Here we got Tesla. Okay, let's take a look at Tesla. They have been, we already see where they dropped off a lot here. Okay, it's a daily chart. Everything we're looking at here, every candle is a day. Okay, so they had earnings, popped up. So they're still in this downtrend, which we have red, but they're floating around 165 to 180. Okay, let's take a look at the other ones here. Okay, here we got Apple. Apple had a very nice recovery here. Okay, they bounced off 165. Their 198 is their target, which would be the highs, which was back here. Okay, Microsoft. Again, their nice recovery. What a nice pullback by the dip move here. And now they're coming back to make a new high, or at least test their highs at 430. Google, they had their earnings came out, looked really good. Their outlook looks good. Today they made an all new high of 177.50. So again, these are help propping up the markets, no doubt. You know, these are very, very high market cap. They have a lot of weight behind them. So when they're going to do good, the overall indices are going to be good. So we got NVIDIA. They've been working hard here. They're staying in this range between 821 and 974. Earnings are coming up real soon. 522. It'll be interesting if that, you know, I think we're going to hit 1,000, but we'll have to see. We'll have to break this red resistance here. But there's a target of $1,000, I believe, out there. So Meta, again, what a nice little pullback they had here. After their earnings, they dropped off. Earnings weren't bad, but their outlook, they said they were going to spend a lot of money in the future for AI. So it dropped down, but what a nice pullback. So you're talking 427, now it's at 471. So Meta's doing pretty good. Amazon's not bad either. They made all two new highs about a week and a half ago. All new highs at 188, or actually 191. I'm sorry, what are we doing here? Let's correct that. 191. 191.70. So they made all new highs right here, and now there's a pullback. There's going to be profit taking and what have you. So there you have it. That's good. Anything else interesting to look at? Yes, silver. Silver's been ripping. What's interesting is when the strength of the dollar goes up, silver usually goes down. But here, you know, this is what I call a safety trade. Look, we're at 28.84 today. That's pretty remarkable. Let's put this on a weekly chart right here. Look how silver's been over the past few years here. Okay, up and down. Now look at this. We're way up here. That's really impressive. So silver and gold, people have been going into. I would have liked to get it where this red line is, because that's where I like to buy silver, but it never pulled back. So I missed that move. Netflix. Okay, Netflix is still grinding higher. They had a pullback after earnings, and now they're right back where they were. Pretty impressive. Walmart, by the way, has been on a big run here. Guys, they had good earnings, good outlook, and they shot up. All new highs right here. Really gapped up nice, too. From $60 to $64. So that's pretty impressive. Palantir. Okay, this is that AI-related software stock. And yeah, look at that pop here from earnings. Boy, people that bought that up here really got flushed out good. But they're holding this support of 2181. That support. 2020 is that line in the sand. Once they lose that, we're going down to 1972 and down to 19. So that's really about it for right now. Let's see, what else could we take a look at? Is there anything else here? No, not real. Oil. Okay, let's talk about oil. WTI, by the way, is up to $80 a barrel. Yeah, $80 a barrel for WTI crude. So, oh, look at that. Okay, Oxy here. Interesting. I told you they got really aggressive out of this uptrend they were in. Bounced back. Look at that. Down. Now we're out of the uptrend. See, their earnings were not bad, but we'll have to see. This might be a sign. You know, if Trump becomes president, they're going to drill, bring oil prices down, which means we need to bring these prices down. So you never know, but that's a pretty serious pullback. So maybe that's telling us something. I'm not sure. So that's for Oxy Oil, ticker OXY. And that's, Intel. Let's see. Intel looks like they might have found a base. Might have found support. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Intel seems to have found support at around $30. We're $31.83 right now. So this might not be a bad area here, to go long. I know they're losing money. Their outlook isn't good, but they are building a new plant, and they do have a new chip, not chip, but a wafer board, where they're a new design about how they put energy into these wafers. If you do some research on that, this will be brand new technology that they come up with. So this could be something interesting here. So I just want to let you know, check that out by Intel. I forget what it's called. But anyway. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching. That's it for this week. We break all new highs, or we're going to get a pullback, buy the dip and rip. Who knows? We'll have to keep a close eye on the markets, and I'll keep you guys updated. So thank you for watching, and have a great weekend.